All right, so I've got my notes website layout. It's all ready to roll. I've double checked this and know that I've got my header, my article, my nav, and my footer, and it all looks correct. Now, we've learned that CodePen is not actually allowing us to create our own website page. It's helping us out a little bit in the background by adding in things like an HTML tag, a head tag, a body tag, and more. The other thing that I want to point out is that I can't link a page to another page at this point in time between my code pens. When I go to a website, like if I go to CNN.com, I know I always use this as my example, but if I go to a website, this is one page, it's one file. And if I go to like the business section, when I click that link, I've actually moved to a new page. So I have multiple files that are linked together that I can then look at. And this is important because you need to create those multiple files and make them talk to each other and make them link between them. The other thing is I can't pull into CodePen an image I've created. Now we created a header image. I can't pull that into a CodePen unless it's on the web, and none of our stuff is on the web at this point, like none of the files that we've created in Photoshop or Illustrator. And so I need to make it so that I can pull it in on a file and then link other files. So we're going to move off of CodePen because it's a great way to learn how to code the syntax of HTML and CSS, but not for actually working with your own files and how a website is actually created. So to do this, we're going to go into Dreamweaver. We could use the notepad on our computer too. So if you didn't know, if you go to the start menu in the bottom left, if you scroll through, every Windows computer is actually brought in with a notepad. So if I go to like, let me see here, Windows accessories, I've got a WordPad or a notepad available. And you can make different kinds of files with a notepad. You can make like a text file or a CSS file or an HTML file. And you can make those in there even if you don't have Dreamweaver. So you can make a website without Dreamweaver. We're going to use Dreamweaver though because it's an Adobe program. We've already been using all the Adobe programs. It's an industry certification program, like most industries use it. And it just makes things a lot cleaner and easier because it's a WYSIWYG. A WYSIWYG essentially stands for what you see is what you get because it has a coding section and then it has a preview section, just like CodePen. So what you see is what you get on the preview section. And that's the great part about Dreamweaver. So you can just go to the start menu and open up the program. You don't have to go into the Adobe Creative Cloud app and then open it up. So I'm just going to open up Dreamweaver in here. Now, we already created folders for our website, so you should be able to put files and things inside of that folder. And remember, we want everything to be in the same folder. So I'm going to let my Dreamweaver load here, and once it loads, it's going to ask me really quickly if I'm new or if I've used Dreamweaver before.